All right. More and more live technical difficulties. As Jeff's headset cuts off their program. But no problem. Right through the speakers is St. Ricketts. With Fire Cannot Burn, www.saintricketts.com. That is the theme song to the 100% live, always happening Tuesday night episode of The Yo Show.
Ew.
You. I am Jeff the Shark Perini. I am technically challenged this evening, and why not? Every time we have a big buzz going on, something technical seems to take a shit right smack in the middle of our program.
That's how it goes.
So the speakers are coming through my computer. So I can still hear. I guess I'll need these. I just look like a jackass with them all now if they're not working. Anyway, good evening. Welcome to The Yo Show. I am your host, Jeff the Shark Perini. With me, as always, the co-hostess with the mostest, the sister from another mister, and seemingly back from health concerns, the lovely Miss Jewel Tatey. Jewel, good evening.
Good evening. Yes, I feel much, much better. Thank you.
Absolutely, and it's good to hear. Last week you braved it with a lot of coughing and some
I'm
muting
sorry.
moments while you lost half your ass. Hey, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
It is fall season. It is, other stuff going around out there. So we give Jewel credit.
Yeah,
for
I'm just
braving.
glad I didn't miss Thanksgiving and I'll be okay for Christmas hopefully. So all is good. Good timing.
Absolutely, I agree. And of course, why not last week? A humongous thanks to our guest, one of our absolute favorites, the amazing Miss Rachel Green.
Woo!
Green Hearts in full effect last week. So thank you to Rachel for coming on our program. Another great episode, Jewel. Rachel Green, killing it.
Oh my God. I thought about that show every day since because it was so wonderful to be back and her being the guest because she's just so amazing. The song is so good. So if you haven't heard it, Infinite Energy by Rachel Green.
Yeah, Infinite Energy. Hot like Rachel Green. Like that song is just made for it. So I see Kitty's in the house.
Clubbing.
Absolutely. Kitty's in the house. The dog is not in the house. The dog hates being on the program. Speaking of program tonight, Jewel, we're going Philly. Because, years back, when I took this show over, it was a New York show. And send nudes. So Jewel and I decided to turn it into a Philly show. And tonight we're going big time Philly. This awesome couple made a huge splash on the Family Feud a couple weeks ago. And Philly people love them. And the TV seems to love them. They were awesome. And they're on our program tonight to talk about their experience and, just the good stuff about Philly. It's the wonderful couple of Joe Scatz and Lauren Schiavo. Very excited. They should be joining us around 8:30. A lot of buzz, a lot of friends and fans of them. And hopefully they all tune in to check out our little program, the number one program in all of Bucks County, The Yo Show, myself and Joel, Tuesday nights. Joel, I'm just so excited. I'm excited for Philly shit. I'm excited to talk about Family Feud. I always want to know what went into getting on a game show. So I'm pretty stoked.
I know. And I feel like anytime Philly people are on a show, like real Philly people, you know it. So there's just always buzz around that. Maybe they'll get their own spinoff. Who knows? But we're the best. So people need to see it.
Agreed. Between like Rachel Green when she came on, and when we had Donna DiGregorio. The Philly people come out for the Philly people. And speaking of Philly people, one of our favorites, Steph Bertolotto in the house. Steph, good evening.
Hello.
Joining us as always, one of our favorite Philly people. Before I do anything else, Jewel, I got to post the banner up. Today was a massive day in the life of my family. My superhero herself, Miss Cassie Perini, her last chemo treatment, kicking its absolute ass, taking 0 prisoners in the cancer world. And I'll drink to that. And, her last treatment today, so congratulations to my amazing wife, fighting it like a champ. Couldn't be prouder. And while Philly's in the house, we're drinking Yingling beer. Not just any Yingling beer, but Philly logo on the back. Look at that bad boy.
Very cool. So how was it? Was there a bell? Did she
I wasn't there. I
realize
have
it?
not been going to the treatments because obviously I can't get out of work. So she's been going on her own. I didn't ask her about the bell. I mean, I barely saw her. I got home. I choked down a sandwich from Wawa. Like I said, we're going all Philly tonight, so little
Mm-hmm.
Wawa there, And she ran to the store with her girlfriend to do some Christmas shopping. So why not?
Nice. That's awesome.
Thank you, Stephanie. Yeah, big day. And once she's back to full health, it's going to be hell to pay for me, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But I'm ready for it, and I'm excited for it. Now I got the echo again. Damn it! All right, so let's do this here real quickly. Well, the echo cancellation's on. That's bad news. The song probably came out like shit. But one of these days we'll have a producer and a whole sound team, and we'll come out perfect.
Soon. Very soon.
Soon. I hope to God, because we've got a lot of people tuning in tonight to see Joey and Lauren. They're like, what the hell is this? It's a disaster. It's a nice Funko Pop collection, however.
Mm.
So, I'm like mentally not really there. I had a really hard day at work day. I'm not going to lie. So, let's do top 5 list because we love it. And we always try to angle the top 5 around the guest. And since we have Family Feud superstars on our show tonight, we're going to do top 5 favorite game shows. Any game show, any kind of game show, anything that has to do with a game or game show, some of that nature.
Things of that nature. Okay.
Yes.
You want to go first?
Sure. Usually as a question answer, I give the topic, so I'm waiting for it. Like every time I give a topic, you annex or you add a little twist. So
I'm excited. I'm a big game show watcher, so
I love it. I love game show watching. I love game shows. I really do. So number 5 for me, back in the day, the kids remember this one, MTV's Remote Control.
God.
Yeah. Kenny wasn't like the other kids. TV mattered. Nothing else did.
No, wait. So this wasn't a dating show. This was what was
No,
it?
Remote Control was a game show, a quiz show, and the 3 people would sit on like recliners. And they would have a clicker, and it was hosted by give me the host name, Ken Ober. Colin Quinn was on it. Kari Wurer was the chick. Great show. Loved it.
Like early MTV. I was thinking that you said was that dating show. That was way later though.
Yes, way later. Yeah, I had it on
Oh my
Nintendo
God.
also. There was an actual remote control home game show. I love that show.
Wow.
That is number 5. Good call, Steph. Always there. Number 4, kind of conventional, but Jeopardy. I like Jeopardy. You put Jeopardy on when the family's eating dinner and everybody starts playing Jeopardy.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Rest in peace, Alex Trebek.
How well do you do in Jeopardy?
I do okay. It depends on the category.
What's your favorite category?
Sports.
Yeah,
It's sports, music.
As soon as Shakespeare or, one of those history, I'm out.
Yeah, quotable quotes, history,
Potent potables.
potent literature. I'm
Yeah.
like, Jesus Christ. Number 3, hey, why not the one and only Family Feud? Now, I'll tell you what, it depends on your age group. I was always a Richard Dawson fan. Now I'm a Steve Harvey fan. I enjoy Steve Harvey on the show.
He's good.
He's good. In the middle was that guy, Ray Combs, who committed suicide. He had a very tragic life, Ray Combs. Very bizarre. Yeah, his life was crazy. But the Feud, I love the Feud. Number 2, that's why I want to find out so much about it tonight. Number 2, The Price is Right. More of a Bob Barker Price is Right fan.
Gotta love Drew though. I used to love the Drew Carey show, so
I
he's
used to like
always
Drew
good in my
Carey,
book.
but Drew Carey Price is Right is meh.
What's your favorite Price is Right game?
Oh man, it's a tie between Plinko. I love Plinko, and I like the putting,
Putting?
the little puck game. Yeah.
Oh. What's the yodeler? Oh,
Oh yeah, got cliffhanger.
yes.
Something like that. Yeah, that was always a good one. I love that. That friggin' thing used to
It
work on
should
my
just be
mood.
like 2 hours of us yodeling. I think that would be great.
It can be. I mean, coming up next week on our program. Well, I mean, if we do the Christmas musicals again, which I'm working on possible another Christmas episode this year with Towers. We'll talk
How
about
did
that
we
down
not
there.
get copyrighted for that?
I have no freaking idea. Maybe
It just went right through.
we got shot down for like 10 seconds of
Yeah.
violining. And meanwhile, we had 3 hours of people singing every copyrighted Christmas carol on God's green fucking earth. I'm allowed to say fuck, but I'm not allowed to play 5 seconds of a Eagles song on violin.
Yes, he's only in my ears. Hello, come in. Say your
Yeah,
spiel.
right?
Make sure you hit the notification button and make sure to hit that smash like button in the face.
In the face.
But don't break your phone.
Okay.
Bad.
Good job. Good job.
And,
Good job.
and make sure to check out my channel and do the same thing.
Same thing. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
And likes and
Go wash
subscribe.
it. Doritos crust off your face.
In case anybody's wondering, no, she cannot hear my foul language.
You cannot hear. No.
Jewel has that blocked like that. Of course, number one is because I love trivia. Who wants to be a millionaire?
Oh, good one.
Man, I love trivia, and I love that kind of stuff where you're screaming the answer from your house to the people, and they just don't know it.
It's great when you scream the answer and you're wrong.
Ah, that's even better. Jewel, Teddy, your top 5 favorite game shows.
Okay. So I asked for advice. I'm like, man, I know that I have some favorites that I just can't remember. So I'm going way back for the first 2. Growing up in the 90s, I always watched Nickelodeon, and Legends of the Hidden Temple was like an adventure game. Like you were an adventurer and you went through this ancient, civilization, and you had to get clues and put the monkey statue together. It was so cool. And then there was this big statue that was very scary. It was so scary, but I wanted to be a part of it. It's probably why I like adventure games.
The Hidden Treasure.
Yes.
Frank, what is up? Frank in the house. Frank, responsible for getting Lauren and Joey with us tonight. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
And thanks for interrupting Legends of the Hidden Treasure. Stephanie
Interrupted left and right. It wouldn't be a Philly show if we weren't interrupted left and right. So
exactly. It's
fine. Number 4, another Nick show. I told my sister, and she's like, I don't even remember that. How do you not remember Guts with the big mountain, and you had red? I think it was red, purple, blue. Those were the teams, and you had to climb the mountain. It was like Gladiator or Ninja Warrior for kids.
Yeah,
like a big mountain you had to climb, and then if you were blue, then all the blue sprinkles or confetti would pop out. It was so cool. Just want to be
speaking of mountains. Number 3, as I'm slaughtering your poor list here. Number 3.
This should really be number 1 because I think I would just kill it. I really think I would win every time because I do this all the time. But beat Shazam with Jamie Foxx. I played a lot, but they have different characters. You don't know what I'm talking about?
No, Shazam.
Oh my god! It's a show with Jamie Foxx and his daughter, and they play a little snippet of a song, and you have to guess the song. And they have all different categories.
That's kind of like Name That Tune.
Yeah, but from this decade.
Thank you.
Okay. Number 2. Who doesn't want to hail a cab and be in the cash cab?
Yeah.
Would you not freak out? Would that not be the best if you're going to a party and you're in the cash cab and you win all this money? It really sucks if you were with a dumbass, though. You can't even help.
I can't believe I forgot Cash Cab. We played in my, when I lived with my brother, would be in the apartment, and we would play it, and I'm like, yeah, I never want to be in Cash Cab with you. But anyway, yeah, Cash Cab, that's an awesome one.
I would literally go in with any one of my family members. They're all super smart. Way smarter than I am. Okay, number 1, of course, has always been my family thing, but Jeopardy. R.I.P. Alex. But yeah, I would need a music category or, 90s or cartoons. Then I'm a shoo-in. But don't ask me, King Lear or any of that
Science
jazz.
and nature, yeah.
I mean, some science, but
Potent,
sheesh,
potable.
there's a lot. Yeah.
There is. There's a lot
Presidents.
of categories. I suck at a lot of them.
Gives me
Greek
shit about presidents.
mythology.
No,
No,
mythology is
president.
hard. I took a mythology class. I think it was my junior year. Holy crap. That was like the hardest class ever. And I was into it. Like I was really into the stories and everything. It was just a lot.
I've always been a fan of it. I'm just not good at, I guess, remembering it. Remember who was, and we always get mixed up between Greek and Roman mythology. Like
Right.
I get
Yeah.
them crossed up, and I don't know.
All
But here's
that.
that's a very great list. Let's rehash our top 5 favorite game shows. Me, number 5, Remote Control. Number 4, Jeopardy. Number 3, The Family Feud, of course. Number 2, The Price is Right. Number 1, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Joel Tatey came back with, I have no idea, Legends of the Hidden Treasure.
Temple.
Hidden Temple. That's what I said, Temple. See? I can't get the damn name it right.
Legends of the. That's how he said it. Okay.
Number 4, Guts. Now, Steph said Global Guts. What's the difference between Guts and Global Guts?
Oh, maybe that was it. God, I can't remember. I thought it was just Guts. Well, you know, Steph.
No Double Dare, no Nick Arcade. Sorry.
I was going to say Double Dare, but I like Guts better. I wanted to be on Guts. And since our guests were actually on the show, I thought of what I would want to be on. Not Double Dare. You're getting that shit in my hair. Come on.
Double Dare. I know, right?
I don't want to get slimed.
Number 3, Shazam. Number 2, The Outstanding Cash Cab. And number 1, Jeopardy. I got to tell you, I never like to admit defeat, but when you cranked out Cash Cab, my list has been defeated. Probably the second time in
Yeah.
142 episodes you've won. Congratulations, Steve.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate
It's
it.
funny, Nick Arcade, we actually, way back when, before the Joel Katie days, we sat down with and interviewed the host of Nick Arcade. It was, God, give me his name.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not coming right.
I don't know what that is.
I don't remember his name.
Is that
But,
an older show?
yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Stephanie, help us out here with your Nick Arcade knowledge while I sip some beer.
I'm trying to think. What was the one with Summer Roberts? It was kind of like a Summer Sanders. Yes, good job.
Summer
And-
Sanders. Who said it?
You did.
I did?
Oh, I thought you did, but it was
Yeah,
kind of
well.
like a game. Oh, what's that one where you have to
Who
do
was
the
that?
little challenges, like the ping pongs and the 5 second to win?
Yeah, it was it. Phil Moore. Good call.
You're smart, Stephanie.
That was,
I want you to be my partner.
I know, right? Wasn't that the Guinness Book of World Record game or something like that?
Minute to win it. That's what I was
Minute to
thinking.
win it.
Figure it out. You
Figure it out.
good.
Damn it. God.
Thank you. Taking away our brain farts.
Dude, like, hang out at one of our houses on show night and intern, would you?
Right? Figure
Some
it out. I
duck-
forget what they did. They had like mini challenges and trivia.
The Gong Show. Now, the Gong Show that's before Joel's time. It's got to be. But the Gong Show was great. These amateur people would come on and do ridiculous things like sing or juggle or weird stuff like that. And then there'd be like 3 celebrity panel guests. And if they sucked, people would gong them and be off the show.
That's
The
terrible.
guy used to play that bugle. I'm going to play that bugle. What's going to do? He had a bugle and he never played it. He would just sing, play that bugle. They had the Unknown Comic.
Hmm.
Then they had the $1.98 beauty pageant with Rip Taylor. these
Oh God.
women would come on and compete in like swimsuits and all. And the winner would get $1.98 a
Wow.
sash of crown. Google it sometime. The $1.98.
That shit would so fly these days, let me tell you.
Chuck Barris. Yeah, Chuck Barris he's a wild character. I mean, he hosted the Gong Show. And Rip Taylor. They used to come on back to back. $1.98 beauty pageant and the Gong Show.
Who was the one? Was it Match Game where it was the guy? He was like Templeton and Charlotte's Web. You know what I'm talking about? Like the sleazeball.
Yes.
Yeah. Was that Match Game?
Match Game also. That was Match Game was one where he had 9 panelists.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody would ask a question and they had to try to answer. Richard Dawson was always on it. Charles Nelson Riley.
Richard Dawson's a dude that kisses everyone, right?
Yes. Richard Dawson was definitely into kissing. How you doing, darling? Mwah. Everybody. Like, the biggest mama to the hottest broad. Get Richard Dawson's smudge
Good
all over.
Lord. Hollywood Squares.
Hollywood Squares is a goodie. I liked Hollywood Squares. That was who became the permanent, like the modern day permanent square was always down the bottom.
Whoopi.
Was it Whoopi?
I know. Rosie O'Donnell.
Back in the day, it used to be Fred Lynn. God, that shows how old I am. Fred Lynn. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
That was 70s, man. Fred Lynn used to talk like this and always put his fingers to his face.
Oh, okay. I went to a drag match game. It was the best. Like, they did such a good job. And there were all the people. They had like who's the chick?
Charo?
Charo, yes.
Okay. What show was that?
It was in the Gayborhood like years ago. It was so much fun.
I love Charo.
Yeah.
Who was the lesbian you say, hi, Jane? Oh, Jesus.
B. Arthur?
No, it wasn't B. Was it Pat Summers? It was I can't remember it. It's going to drive me crazy now trying to think of that. It was Match Game.
Oh, God. I'm going to get in trouble. All right.
Well, yeah.
You can't even like talk about old shows without getting in trouble.
I know, right? You can't talk about anything without getting in trouble.
The Steve Harvey and Family Feud.
Speaking of Steve Harvey and Family Feud, now I got this little clip and I saw it on Lauren Schiavo's page. And Philly Frank was trying to send me clips all day, but I got this one. And then we got to watch this one real quick. This is freaking hilarious. This is a little snippet from their appearance on Family Feud through the magic of my awesome Pat Summers. Yeah, it was Pat Summers, right? Hi, Gene. So this is awesome. So the clip is called Answers Stop Steve Harvey Cold from, of course, Family Feud. And I'm going to get me and Joel out of it. Then I'm going to blow it up. And we're going to watch this because you're going to see a very familiar face very shortly. Watch this great stuff here.
All right, guys, top 8 answers on the board. Even though it's called an any belly button, you shouldn't put what in it? Mary.
Change.
Change.
Your finger.
Your finger. Scatz. Even though it's called an any belly button, you shouldn't put what in it?
Tongue.
Let me tell you something. This is my dude right here. Put your tongue in it. Travis. Even though it's called an any belly button, you shouldn't put what in it?
I'm going to say penis, Steve. Good answer.
Put your pee-pee in it. Tyler.
I got to tell you, man, the magic of Family Feud is just absolutely hilarious. And when Scatz, who's going to be with us shortly, kicks out tongue, at first I'm like, whoa, like, no way. And you know, Steve Harvey's in there, of course, and he's digging it. And then penis comes on, and it's just like, but that's what I like so much about that show. Like the brutal, honest answer. Like they're asking 100 people, and these are their answers, man. I mean, there ain't no bullshit about it.
I mean, yeah, this is America. But you think you can't say the dirty things, especially on, but those are the answers.
The answer on board came up, was it weenie?
Winky?
Winky.
Ugh, I don't like that word. And then he said pee-pee. Oh, my goodness.
That's why it was great when he came out and said tongue, and Steve Harvey was absolutely loving it. Let's talk about the program. Let's get them on here and talk about their experience and talk about all kind of great shit. Our guest tonight local little Philly celebrities, I like to call them. It's made a great run on Family Feud. As you've seen the snippet there, absolutely great. Let's welcome a terrific couple, two awesome people, Joe Scatz and Lauren Pinky Schiavo. Hey guys,
Hi.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
Hello.
how you doing? Thanks for coming on, guys.
How are you?
We're great. I want to thank you for coming on first and foremost because our good friend Frank said, "Hey, look, they were on Family Feud. They're great people, funny as hell." And I'm like, "Hey, I know just the spot for them. So be yourselves. Everything's off the table. Curse it up, laugh it up, do whatever you got to do. You know."
Of course.
Of course.
That's right. I get the feeling you're our kind of people. Definitely party
we're
people.
definitely your people for sure.
We're real South Philly people. Like every morning, I run out to the back of the yard and I scream out. I scream "yo" every morning
I like that.
at the top of my lungs. I'm that serious. Like between 7 and 9, depending on what time I wake
I'm
up.
usually at the gym already, so I'm not home when this is happening. Otherwise, I'd probably like just give him a good backhand because it's loud. Like I'm in the gym on the treadmill going, and I see his Facebook Live pop up, and it's just screaming out the back door, and I'm like, oh my god, like. And half of my neighbors are on Facebook, so they're hearing it and seeing it.
They love
Come get your man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need that. Like, that's what I miss about city living because now I'm in the burbs, but I grew up in the city, you know, my whole life. And I mean, that's what I miss most is the people. And I need that wake up call like every morning.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be perfect.
He's like the
That's
South
me.
Philly rooster.
Yeah. I used
love
to live next to this one kid, and he would just every morning just come out, clap it up. I'm like, oh my God. But that's how you wake up.
So we're characters, you know. You have to be a character in life. You have to make people smile.
That's part of the reason why we got on the game show to begin with.
I was going to ask that question. I mean, we're going to talk about obviously about your appearance on it because it's friggin' awesome. We played the clip of the belly button question, was friggin' hilarious. So basically, well, of course, Frank is in the house saying hello. Thanks, Frank.
Hey.
What's up, Frank?
Oh my God. Listen.
We've known Frank for so long.
Well, here's a cool story. I'm actually from the club life too.
Okay.
I was like one of Philly's best nightclub promoters. So that's how me and Frank know each other through nightlife. So, you know, we have a very long
relationship.
Very long relationship.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Philly scene was always tight with that. And there's always a lot of great people pushing it, a lot of great people, you know, out on the scene, which was awesome. That's what you like about this city.
Yeah.
But you mentioned being characters. Now, I guess let's start out with that. Like when they interviewed you for the show, I'm sure, I mean, they saw your personality. I mean, Joe, obviously just like cool looking with the hairdo, man, and outgoing personality. Lauren, very beautiful, of course. So they see you guys. And was it a character thing or did they worry about how well you got the answer?
So this was all during COVID. So this was January of this year. My mom had sent me a thing on Facebook that they were doing auditions for Philly families. Now, because of COVID, everything was through Zoom. So jokingly, I put in a whole application. I typed out everything about the family, And a month later, so this was like sometime in February, I get an email back that we got our first audition. And I'm like, oh shit. Oh my God. I looked at him and I'm like, you're not going to fucking believe it. And he's like, no fucking way. I'm like, I got to call my mom right now. They're going to have a heart attack.
We're going back on TV.
So, we're going back on TV. So I don't know if you guys know, we got married on TV almost 13 years ago. So we can dive a little bit into that.
Absolutely.
So, you know, we're in our eyes, we're like, oh my God, we're coming out of retirement. Like, this is great. So we quickly assembled our team, which consisted of me, Scatz, my mom, and my twin brothers. And so everybody was okay with that. My other siblings have like a lot of kids and like
they have no time,
work schedules and all that. So we went with the people that would, you know, if we got called to go, would be able to have the time off of work and go. So, oh, Mary, thank you.
Hey, Mary, hi.
It's our people. So now from January, when we first put in the application, we heard back in February, we went through 4 rounds of auditions and they're all Zoom auditions. So the first one was like we met with one of the girls, and you play like a fake game or whatever, and then based off of that, I guess they see your personality and everything. And then we got called back for a second interview. And then it was the same thing, playing the game, asking questions. And then at one point we even came up with like this crazy song. My brothers are very like musically inclined. Like they've been playing instruments since they came out of my mother. Like we all played music and sung growing up. I have 5 brothers and sisters, so I have a very big family. So we all did something growing up, and so they're very big into music. They're the one is even a college music major, and they literally came up with this song like on the fly.
Yeah,
they got a kick out of it. We got called back for the next 2 rounds of auditions, and then finally in April they let us know that we were going to come out at the end of May to film. So from January to May was the span of everything. And then they told us, they're like, yeah, like you come out and the final audition is in Atlanta in the studio. And I'm like, you fly us out there and not make us go on the show? Right. You know how many mad people you have in South Philly? Like, you would have everybody in South Philly with pitchforks asking them why we didn't go on the same show. Right. It was cracking up. So
it's a free trip, eh?
That alone would have been worth the experience, even if we didn't get on.
Just trying, and you're with your family, having fun, making songs.
Yeah.
Let's have your brothers on next.
Trip. It was a lot of fun. They paid for all our expenses, the travel, the food, and everything. And we were there we flew out on a Sunday or something, and we came back on a Friday.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So we were out there it was a lot. It was exhausting. I'm not gonna lie. So we had like 2 days that we had to kind of chill out because we all had to get tested for COVID multiple times. And then because of COVID, they actually were using the families. They were recycling the families as a studio audience. So there wasn't an actual live studio audience. So the first couple of days that we were there, that we were in the studio, we were actually in the audience. It wasn't until like the last day that we were there, the last 2 days, that we actually filmed.
Oh wow,
that's cool though. How they just did that. I mean, at least you get to see the show too. That's cool in itself.
Yeah. So I mean, and so it was a different experience. And they were like, for us, it was really cool because most of the time you just play your game and then you're gone. But we actually got to spend like 2 days in the audience with playing with Steve Harvey and talking to him.
It was
like
great.
He is literally hilarious.
Like, amazing.
He curses. Like I thought I had him out. Like, he made me blush, and he turns it on and off like a light switch. Like the second the cameras go off, he's like, motherfucker. And then the second is on, hey everybody, like it's great. It's absolutely great.
He's a gem.
He's a gem.
And when you hit him with a great answer, like that belly button one, you hit him with tongue. At commercial breaks, you come up there and go, "Yeah, that was fucking hilarious."
Yeah, they're so the whole production, like they film 2 games a day, right? Wow. That's it.
Yeah,
and it's a 12-hour day. It's a 12-hour
whole day. Wow.
It's insane. There's so much in between. There's so much talking, makeup, this, that. Like, there's so much going on.
They even cut out a lot.
Yeah, they cut out so much.
Like, really? They cut out.
Yeah, they cut out. Like, they asked us all like what we did for a living. They only featured
me,
Scatz. Which is fine. He was the star of the show. Like, look at his hair.
Sure, I mean, I see that.
He's cool as shit.
There's a reason I'm here. There's a reason.
That's absolutely, and
that's all I'm saying, baby.
That's cool. You had that time though to like talk normally, and then they edit.
Yeah, they were asking questions. I was like, "Yo, Steve, how do you get your teeth so white?"
Yeah, right.
We had a whole conversation about.
What did he say? I need to know.
He said baking soda. I'm like, bro, there's no way. I think but he said baking soda. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, celebrity baking soda.
Celebrity baking, right? Like, how much that baking soda cost you, bro? So, he's in a nice ass custom suit and his Rolls Royce parked.
Oh, I'm sure.
Some money.
Something I always wondered about the show. When the other team's playing and you're in the huddle, are you giving out answers, or you're like, I hope these fucking people get it wrong and we
no. Did you see my face? Dude, I was so freaking nervous.
It's a real huddle.
No.
It's a real huddle. Unless like somebody really has the answer right away. Like some of them, I like dead out. Like one of us had the answer, and then we're just like, all right, these motherfuckers, like, come on. But it's funny because we're mic'd up, so the producers and like the sound people, they can hear us, and so we had a very similar situation when we got married, and we were in the church and we were mic'd up, and I was whispering shit to him, and only the sound guy who was at the altar with the priest could hear it, and the shit that I was saying was really fucking funny. It was bad, but it was really funny, and he was just like his eyes open. So I'm like, he looks like he's getting has an exorcism right now happening at the altar. So it was a very similar situation, and we were cracking up because they can hear us and they're hysterical laughing. So it's interesting now to watch the show and know everything that's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's this and that's this and this is really that. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, I went on a show. I like traveled to Jersey. I'll just say it was Jerseylicious, and I went.
I was on it.
You were on it? Oh my god, it's my favorite show ever.
Remember that like old warehouse that they had it in?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god, it was like raining, and all the rain was coming in, and we had to sit there for like 6 hours. And she didn't even do my hair.
I was on the show like 3 times.
Oh my god. Well, Olivia's like a total bitch, and Tracy's awesome.
Oh, I know.
There's a reason why that show's not on anymore.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna. When they asked me to first film for that, because like honestly, after we got married, I got booked for a lot of TV after that. Like from 2009 to 2015, we were in New York and Cali like all the time filming for something. So the first time that I got booked for there, and we go to this warehouse, and it's like this whole made up salon. I'm like.
Lights and everything.
What the? And it really looked like a legit. I mean, it was crazy. And then at that point, I vowed to myself that I would never watch reality TV. And as you know, if you've been on this, like if you've been on reality TV, for 1010%, like it's not reality.
Wow.
At all.
At all.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to watch everything, but that's so funny.
That is hilarious. And you go from that type of environment to this, which sounds so much fun and exciting.
Yeah, no, it really was.
Yeah. This was like one of the funnest TV experiences like we've ever. We were on the Newlywed Game show too.
Yeah.
Oh, get out! Oh my god!
With Sherry Shepherd.
Sure.
We bombed that.
We
bombed it so bad.
Oh my god!
I mean, we've only been together for like forever. Like, literally.
That's so funny.
But that was fun. We did win a free vacation out of that, but we never went.
Yeah, we never went.
Okay.
So
you're pretty much professional game show contestant.
I guess. This is the first one that we played and like got money though.
We're technically the original reality stars.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we're real reality stars.
Our first reality show was in 2009.
Yeah.
So that's kind of when everything was like just starting to fizzle in and like starting to pop off.
Yeah.
So I have to ask, like, really quick question. But did they have you, like, can you talk about this right now? Yeah. Did they have you sign an NDA? Because I'm just thinking back to Jerseylicious when they made us sign our life away.
Yeah, so we had to sign an NDA, which we couldn't tell anybody that we won until our episode aired. So now that it aired, we're good. We're waiting for our money.
Yeah.
They send you the money like 90 days after your air date.
All right, so let's talk about winning because you guys won.
We did.
That's insane. Yeah. How exciting was it?
Honestly, listen, I'm gonna tell you guys something. When we got picked, and like it was like a week and a half before we were going out. We were getting all our stuff ready, and like we're sitting on the couch, and they tell you like watch the show before you come out. Like watch it religiously every day, every episode that you can.
And I watch it,
and we watch it.
I watch it, yeah.
Like, we play it at home, and he's so fucking good at it. Like he literally always has the fucking number one answers. Like, always. And we're sitting there watching it and he's getting answer after answer. And I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, you're gonna win us $20,000 motherfucking dollars. Like, you're gonna fucking do it. Like, dude, like You're gonna fucking win us money. Like, Joey, if there's anything that you've done for this family in 20 years, win us 20,000. And I manifested the shit out of that.
It happened.
And it fucking happened.
She spoke. She spoke it, and it happened. She put it out into the world.
I'm good at
Never
that.
got it. Yep.
Man.
You know, and I knew it. And the answer that he won on was my wife. And
Oh,
literally,
Wow.
right? Fucking right? It blew my
These
mind.
stars.
It blew my mind.
Name somebody it's a pain in your ass. My wife. No.
No, you got.
It was. I think the question was who in your life would be your number one support. And my brother, who's not married, basically just moved out of my mom's house, says my mom. He's a mama's boy. This one, we've been together for 20 years. You know, he's gonna say my wife. And my wife was the number one.
She's my
answer.
everything. You know what I mean? She's
That's
my
awesome.
world. She's the reason I wake up every morning.
you guys
I mean,
are so cute.
And it's funny because, like, you know, when you when you look at social media and people are like, oh, you're acting, you're doing this. I seen you guys on social media. You're like goddamn superstars. Like everywhere you go, it's just this big explosion around you. Your two are totally into each other. It's absolutely amazing. And you brought it to TV. How does it keep so strong? Because the two of you is like Joey seems to be like out here, and you're a little bit out here, but you make it work. Who's the
First of
superstar?
all,
Who's the
I'm
real
a Sag,
superstar?
and he's a Gemini. So we are.
Yeah, all right.
So number one, right off the bat, as you know,
Yep.
polar opposites just work. So we definitely keep each other in line. He's the street smart. I'm the book smart.
Yep.
Like it works.
Wow.
We have a very healthy sex relationship.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like not to get into it, but
Right.
like we have sex like 3 times a day.
Yeah.
I'm a
Wow.
pole dancer. I was a stripper for 8 years. Like,
Yeah.
we keep it spicy, you know? Like, we're good. And we don't have kids. We got a dog.
Yeah.
Gucci's just
Gucci.
chilling.
What's her name? Oh,
Oh, hanging out. See, my dog hates being on.
This is Gucci. She's our rescue Frenchie.
oh.
Oh.
Hello,
Hi,
Gucci.
My dog hates coming on. My dog's afraid to come on. He always runs
God.
away.
As
So
long as she's
cute.
near me, it doesn't matter.
Oh my God.
So who's the bigger star of the two of you? Which one's the superstar? Which one's the more daring, wild, outgoing?
We're a team.
Okay. I
I
like
don't know.
Good answer.
He has ideas, and then like I make it happen. So like my dance studio, I have a pole studio. It's called Flan Fitness. We've been open for 10 years, but it was all him.
It
all
comes
him.
from. It comes from
He
the.
started me in pole dancing when I graduated college. He named the studio. He helped me get started, and here we are 10 years later. And I just signed a 10-year lease in a new spot. And so yeah, we're working on a huge expansion right now. So, but his idea, and then again, my brain is just making
her brain
make it
power.
happen. It
Congratulations.
won't work
Yeah,
for just one of us.
Yeah, we're a good yin and yang.
Yeah, I
that's
like that.
awesome. Is your studio in South Philly?
Yeah.
It is. It's at 17th and McKean, and we're moving into the old Foreman Mills on Front Street.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That
we're
is
taking like 8,000 square feet of the second floor.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's right next to the 2300 arena.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The
So
old-
we do
That's awesome.
we do pole dancing, aerials, fitness, aerial yoga, all like literally everything. We're the biggest and longest running pole and aerial studio in Philly.
Holy
So,
crap. I'm going to try.
Here's something I've been kicking
in.
around, and maybe you guys would be primed for. I've been kicking around the idea of getting me on a pole and doing it live on the show.
Do
Yes.
it! Oh my god!
I
You
can,
should 1,000% do it. Like, come, please,
or
please.
we can even bring a pole to you.
Or I could bring a pole to you. I got
Wow, now that's an idea because we're opening a brewery in the Fisherville section, Trevose,
Okay.
in February. So maybe slap a pole in there, and I'll jump right on that damn thing.
Hey, let me know.
No,
We're there.
We can collab. Yeah, we can.
Oh,
collab.
I love it. You guys are, like I say, definitely our kind of too. I love
And
you.
I have a special pole that has like a silicone cover on it. So February, if it's cold and people are wearing pants, they'll still be able to use it.
Yep.
Oh my. Oh my.
I know. It's what I do. I got everything. You don't even know about it.
Yep.
It's insane. And it's been blowing up like that whole, pole dancing and aerial.
You know, it's crazy. I've been doing it for 15 years.
Yeah.
And I've owned my studio for 10. And it's just, it's one of those things that just keeps
it's been
growing. Like it's
been
crazy.
a secret though.
But I also like
Yeah.
so I was a dancer for 8 years, and I was recently a manager over at Sin City. And so I train a lot of the local dancers.
Sure.
So, you know, I pull girls, I go to all the local strip clubs and they all know me. And, you know, I work on resources for local dancers and sex workers and, you know, very big LGBTQ community. So I do a lot of work on the back end in that community. So it all ties back in. I mean, dancing was something that funded my business, you know, so it helped me build it to where I needed to be. And now I'm a fucking boss bitch doing my thing. Like, I own 100% of my company. Like, you know,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's just me. So you guys are definitely go-getters. I mean, I seen Joey, like, you're a purple belt in jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
That's some hardcore shit, man. Tell us a little bit about that, because that's badass stuff right there.
Can I just say one thing? Because he looks tiny. He's a tiny guy. He's like 160.
Yeah.
But when I tell you how strong he is, like, he will pick me up and toss me across the motherfucking room.
He's blushing a little bit.
People like look at him and he's he's only 5'5", 5'6". He's a very tiny guy. But holy shit, he can toss a 350-pound 6'2" dude. I'm telling you.
Have you done any like professional type matches or anything like that?
I did do a grappler's quest when I first started, but like I really never started it for the
competition.
The competition. I started because my old friends were a part of it, and they needed help promoting the business. Actually, at the time, Ricky and Phil Magalarice with Balance Studios, and you know, I was like a nightclub promoter. I used to hand out flyers and stuff. So Ricky was like, "I'll come to the studio, check it out." And then Phil was like, "Oh, I need you to hand out some flyers for me, Scatz." And you know, one hand washes the other. And 13 years later, he's been teaching me. They've been teaching me how to protect myself, protect others, teach kids how to be bully proof. You know, so like I'm doing it for the next generation to be better humans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that.
So,
I like that a lot.
That's what I'm about.
I'm 27. Oh my god, I remember that place. Good times.
Oh, whoa.
That's where
2007.
Yeah, Jesus. I was more the Northeast club guy. My brother was the downtown club guy because
we're all over.
I know, it just kind of worked out that way. But it's great that you two have found, like you said, that balance is a team. It's a team effort. And I always say to my wife, like, none of us is one more than the other. It's teamwork. And
well, here's another thing. Congratulations. You said your wife just got her last chemotherapy?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. I'm actually a brain cancer survivor.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's
that's why I say I shouldn't be walking this earth. And
wow.
Yeah, I mean, I would turn around right now, but I have a big scar up the back of my head. And I had childhood pediatric cancer. And what was it called, babe? I don't know.
So he has a brainstem glioma, which was inoperable because it's on the brainstem. So they were able to shrink it to the size of a quarter. And he just has to go for MRIs like every 3 years just to make sure you know,
it hasn't grown
or anything like that. So
that's amazing. Congratulations on that, and thank you as well. Like, it was a breast cancer thing, and today was her final treatment. She's a goddamn. She reminds me of you. Now you think about it, she's a superhero.
The power of positivity too, man.
And she's the most positive person you would ever meet. So
listen, here's one
great attitude.
Here's one secret that I'm going to tell you about all cancer patients. They carry pain so good, and they hide it with a smile.
Yes.
Okay. That's for all of you that don't have the pain that we go through. Okay. So just put that in the back of your mind, whoever's listening. Like, even though we might be smiling on the outside, but a lot of times we're in pain on the inside.
Yeah.
You know, and we have to smile just to make other people smile, so we smile.
I know, right? I'm like, And the inspiration, just thinking of her and her tough moments where there's days she's like, look, I can't take the trash out, or I can't make dinner. And I'm like, I got it. And she keeps saying, you don't realize what it's like. And now to see it, and I can see the emotion on your face, Joe. Like it means a lot to you. That's a beautiful thing.
It hits my heart very hard.
Yeah, and I thank you for that. That's absolutely amazing. And she thanks you because she, if she's not watching now, she'll watch the replay. A lot of people watch the replay a little after. Some people watch it live, and it's great.
Well,
So
I'm sending positive vibes, brother.
we appreciate it, man. Absolutely, we certainly do. Let's get you back on something that makes us laugh. That was great.
Yeah, thanks.
So
I think I was going to cry tonight.
I need to know. I need to know about the nicknames. So being from South Philly, everybody gets a nickname. There's Scatz and there's Pinky. I need both stories. I need to hear about the nicknames.
Yeah, well, my nickname is actually like South Philly history. My father was a well-known bartender at the Happy Birthday Bar, Ray's Bar.
Oh wow!
Like it's one of the oldest bars in South Philly. I think it might be the oldest. And my father was a scat man back in the day. You know, he used to, you know, and that's what they, you know, that he was a South Philly guy, and he knew everybody. You know, he always, like, from what I know, he was the man to go to if you need to go to get into the. I think the club back in the day was the Roxy or something. Like he was like a bouncer or like something back in the day. It's like crazy. Like I wish I had the old stories that.
Oh, I'm sure
that like I only got like teeny tiny tidbits of.
Yeah,
we were allowed.
That's what happens when your parents are cool. You only get like that much of a story.
Well, I'm making my own history now. Yeah. So, you know, with me and my wife, we're doing it. You know, but like nobody really knows me as Joey, really, but everybody says, "Yo, Scatz." Yeah. So like,
even my nieces and nephews, my one niece, my goddaughter, one of her first words was Scatz. Yeah. I'm not kidding. We were in the car one day, we were driving, and he kept whispering in her ear. And I'm like, what are you saying to her? And then literally we pull up to her house. I was dropping her and my sister off, and she goes, Scatz. And she would not stop. My sister called me an hour later, goes, she will not stop saying Scatz. I was cracking up. I'm like, how could she say Scatz before and Pinky and Puffy? Like, what? What?
Even Steve Harvey liked it. He's like, my man Scatz. Like,
right. Oh, Steve Harvey loved him.
I have
best friends.
I have a very magnetic personality towards people.
Yeah, I can see that. Both of you do, absolutely.
You know, I mean,
he's the reason I got the nickname Pinky, because back in
2005, 6.
Like 2005, he bought me a little pink scooter, and it was one of the very first scooters in the city. Vespa. This is before any scooter parking laws, any scooter motorcycle parking. The PPA had no idea what to do with any of these scooters, like at all. They were parked everywhere. And it was a little pink buddy Vespa. It was so cute. And, you know, I had to get my motorcycle license for it. It was like a 125cc, so it was legit. And it was baby pink, and I wore baby pink leather, baby pink helmet, baby pink gloves, like baby pink everything. And so the older people, when I would be driving, would just be like, Pinky Tuscadero. And I'm like, got a ring to it. And so I, was like, let me calculate and see if I can. So I turned my license plate on my scooter into Pinky, Pinki. And then that 10 years go by, my scooter got stolen. I wasn't mad about it because at that point, the city was a clusterfuck, and you cannot park your fucking scooter anywhere anymore. It was a nightmare. I had so many scooter tickets, like it was ridiculous. Yeah, it was better off. So, but you know, when your shit gets stolen, it's like a dead tag. So I couldn't get the tag back. I couldn't get Pinky back. So I used the money that they paid me for my scooter, bought a convertible, and then made that license plate Miss Pinky. So MSPANKI, which is also my Instagram handle if anybody wants to follow me. But it's like the adult version of Pinky. What I was. So I kind of like elevated myself to that that next level.
Yeah.
And then again
People really call me Miss Pinky. It's adorable.
on Family Feud, you came out rocking the pink outfit.
Yeah,
That was
they
awesome.
let us too. I was cracking up.
Well, we had actually fought with them a little bit.
Yeah, so because every email that I sent, I always say Pinky, like always, like nobody really even calls me Lauren,
And nobody calls me
nobody
Joe.
calls him Joey.
Yeah.
So they were
And
like, all right, you can be Pinky, and I'm like, yeah, but like my husband's Scatz, and they were like, what is that a nickname? And I'm like, no, like
no, that's my
I'm
name.
like, no,
That's
like
his
we're
name,
known
right?
as like Pinky and Scatz, like Pinky in the brain, like that's how people know us. So like if you
Narf.
put on this thing, it ain't gonna fly.
If they had
you might as well just say Philadelphia, PA.
Yeah.
That's why we actually
on the game show, we made them specifically put South Philly, PA.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
God forbid they put Philly, like people are gonna be like, oh yeah, they're probably from like Reading or something. Like no, we're like in South Philly. Like
I mean,
Delaware.
I can picture your friends.
South Philly only.
I can picture your friends watching and saying, Joe, like, Joe, who knows that guy looks like Scatz?
Yeah. Literally, they'd be like, who?
wait, Scatz? Scatz's name is Joe? I know him for 30 years. His name's Joe. What the fuck?
The best of South Philly. Oh, Jesus. That's great.
Oh, good time.
So, go ahead, Joel. You had go ahead.
No, I just wanted to know when, the spinoff or when the podcast, or I just need to see more.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Listen,
There's so much more about to happen too. I wish somebody could document this.
I know, like, my head's getting like bombarded with like people are like calling me and like I'm getting messages. It's like it's overwhelming. It's
in a good way.
In a good way. In a good way.
Sure.
So yeah, there's probably going to be a lot more to come.
I hope. There's so much good stuff coming. Like,
yeah,
there's so much good stuff coming.
Yeah,
it's exciting, and you guys seem to deserve it. You're a lot of fun, and like I said, and Joe, Scatz, excuse me, you even kind of said you kind of got a new lease on life. So go for it, man. Go get it.
Well, like I mean, like I live every day to the fullest. I try to anyway, but also, one hand washes the other. Like we help people, and that's how we even started our business. You know what I mean? Like, I asked for help from friends, and for rather than a letter of recommendation or a phone call, and people that you help in life, they help you.
Yes.
I think our reputation personally like supersedes like anything else. Like anybody that knows us like knows that we're so hardworking, so dedicated, like so in the community, so involved and caring and loving. It's like you said, like one hand washes the other. Like just anybody that we come in contact with is like instantly family, and it's what can we do to help or whatever. So.
And that's the show right there, is you guys both being an inspiration, doing your own thing, and then together you're hilarious as a couple and entertaining on top of it. Like that's the show, and that would show the true meaning of what Philly is. I mean, especially South Philly has such deep roots. It's just that'd be a show I watch.
Half the time, like our security cameras catch the funniest shit, and I'm like, God, I wish there were cameras.
There was a show like that. Did you see that show where it was just the house security cameras?
Oh my God.
People around?
I'm about to put a TikTok series out of shit that we catch on our cameras between inside and outside. It is literally insane. Like we caught somebody a couple weeks ago taking a shit on our sidewalk.
Really?
Listen, my neighbor, we got home. We were gone for like 2 hours. My neighbor comes home. She goes, "Be careful." Walking her dog. She goes,
it was everywhere.
Be careful. I think a dog got sick on everybody's pavement. And I'm like, that is not dog shit. Hold on a second. And I go back and I'm scrolling back and I'm like, no, babe, get the fuck over here. And then I said it to my neighbor and I said, not dog poop. And I said it to me again. He replied back, just like the open eye emoji.
Ew. I think we've all come across it, but like you got it on tape.
Oh
Yeah, right.
my god! I could not believe I put it up on my Facebook. If
Uh-huh.
anybody wants to see it, my page is public too.
Yeah.
It's nuts. It's
Oh my
crazy.
god.
Crazy.
That makes the news anymore.
I can't make this shit up. I wish I was lying. Like
No,
I
I
can't
know.
say I wish I was lying.
Eh.
Oh my god.
All right,
Good time.
real quick.
Yes.
Since you guys like game shows and questions, I'm going to ask each of you quick answer. Philly stuff.
Okay. Oh shit.
Philly favorite pizza. Go.
Right now,
Yeah.
All time.
all
All
time.
time?
All right, what's the go all time?
All time.
Tough, man. It's so tough.
See, that's a question that can't be answered with
It's
in
a
just
trick
one
question.
place. That's like
All right,
a
listen. Let's do this. Name your best thin crust.
best
There you
thin
go.
crust. I would have to say like City Pizza.
Okay.
Okay.
Right now would be best everyday
Not
Like,
bad. I used to go to the Mayfair one.
or either City or maybe
Vince's.
steak
Gotta vote for
above,
Vince's.
like a or Avenue. They're like Avenue steaks. They're like the three that are like three of my basic go-tos. But then you want like a good pie.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta go to like Stokey Joe's or Angelo's.
I heard great things about Angela's. I've yet to be there.
It's
Yeah,
good. It's good.
it's
Their
good.
grandma pie is really good.
Yeah.
Got
And-
Lorenzo's, we got Vince's, we got some good.
Oh, Lorenzo's when you're drunk at
When
3 a.m.
that's a
maybe.
3 a.m. drunk slice.
Yeah,
You don't need Lorenzo sober.
No,
It's that big.
I know. It's
It is drunk pizza.
okay. So South Philly, the last name, of course. Let's not say best. Let's say your favorite Italian restaurant.
Ralph.
Mine?
Oh,
Oh,
Ralph.
the saloon.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah, the saloon.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, I'm
Write this shit down.
Down.
I'm thinking of our first
Sorry.
restaurant.
Our first date was at Ralph's.
Yeah,
but
I'm
is it
sorry.
our favorite? No.
No.
The saloon, 1010% is my
Wow.
favorite restaurant.
Saloon.
Like 1010%.
I know the owners are Ralph. I'm sorry for that. No.
So do
I
I.
love Ralph's. We do. Literally, it was our very first date in 2003 we
awesome.
had there. 2003.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I know 2003. Cafe Carmela in Northeast is great. City Pizza, City Pizza's got a lot of, and City Pizza, Angelo's, all places I haven't gotten to, and I always hear how great it is.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of spots. Listen, there's actually a truck.
There's
Okay.
a truck that used to come around. We have a brewery that is behind our house now on Passyunk Avenue. And it's a truck called Ramble.
Yeah.
But they only do catering now. They stopped doing. They were doing
Wow.
the local breweries.
Yeah.
And we're so upset.
Oh man.
We were like their first ever customers. And then
Oh,
people
man.
started to like catch wind. And then there was like wait list for pizza. I'm like,
Wow.
You have to call
That's the
4
worst.
days ahead of time.
don't mess
Oh,
with me.
Jesus.
It was good pizza. It was literally the best pizza you would ever think would come out of a food truck.
Man.
All right.
Yeah.
The last two are kind of trick questions.
Okay.
Well, let's see how well you do.
We
Your
love
favorite Philly sports team.
None.
Wow.
We do not watch sports in this house at
Oh,
all. There's
okay.
only one contact sport that we play, and that's it.
That's how you keep it hot.
Three
That's
times
how
a
we
week,
keep it
apparently.
in here.
Now,
That's actually
the
pretty good.
only sport like we watch is like fights. The
Yeah.
fights.
Yeah.
MMA
No more
fights, boxing.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's it. We watch no sports.
Yeah, 'cause I'm a part of that now too. So like I've been
Yeah, sure.
I've been promoting most of the fights also too for the past where they've been in Philly for 15 years. We started first with Matrix, and then now we have Art of War, that's left, and
Yeah, so we're more of a fight house.
yeah,
We don't like
Okay.
disappointment, so
Yeah.
we try not to watch Philly sports.
yeah.
Now that's the answer I'm looking for.
We keep a positive outlook on life in here.
I agree. I mean, I watch them all, but the acceptable answer I was looking for was all of them, none of them, and the disappointment. So I think you got most of it.
We got it.
We got it.
Nailed
Yeah.
it.
Now, last question. Again, a tricky one, but an easy answer. The best podcast or webcast based in Philadelphia or Bucks County?
This one.
This one right here.
Yeah!
Yes, go.
Nailed it.
You guys rock.
No, this,
You guys need a segment on here.
You guys are so much fun.
listen, it's crazy. Like I already got called to do probably like 6 podcasts already.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've done a few over the last year for my business as well. So I think I've done like 3 already.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's crazy.
Yeah, we love that. That we do like local segments for business owners. We love anybody that's Philly based. And when Frank came to me and said, "Hey, they were on Family Feud," which I love the show.
Oh yeah,
And I
I
love
mean,
the stories. Yeah.
it's yeah. I
Very
mean,
cool.
and like I didn't even know about your show until like Frank introduced us. So, but like it's good
He's a
podcast.
big fan.
Yeah, here we go. Now we turned so many
Yeah.
more people onto the
Yeah.
show though, because we've
Sure.
all been sharing
Right.
it. So we got so
We
many
got-
people that really
We had the South Philly Scatz and Pinky seal of approval. Where's that?
Yes.
glad we can help in any way possible.
Yeah. No.
That's
Look,
awesome.
no. We're just.
We have a good network of people though. Like we're, like if you're in South Philly, like for the most part who we are. Like
Right.
if you were more or less, if you've been here for the last 10 years, because I know we got a lot of implants. Is that what
newbies.
you call them? Implants.
Yeah.
So a lot of the new
Transplants.
workers coming in, and
Implants.
the counties are coming in, and yada yada. But like true South Philly people that have been here for 5 to 10 years plus, 1,010% like know who we are.
We know what's going on.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And when my wife gets back on her feet and all this mask wearing stuff gets off, we would love to come down and hang out with you guys, grab a drink.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
There's
welcome
some
you
great
back on
bars
here.
around the studio too. We could just park there, walk, have some drinks.
Let's
I
go.
plan on,
Let's
I
do
plan
it.
on getting on one of those poles in your studio. And
Yeah.
we're gonna bring
Listen,
the
and
camera crew and all.
they spin too. So you really just gotta like jump on. I know, right? The pole spins, not the bitch, right? No.
But you didn't know
Mine-
that.
Now you know.
Oh man.
Learn something new every day. So you just jump on and you hold on for dear fucking life and you go to town. It's great.
That's what you gotta do, Jeff. Come on.
Coming soon to the Yo Show.
Oh my God, we're doing it. We're doing it.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy it thoroughly, I promise.
Wow. So again, I want to thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you
Family
guys so
Feud,
much for having me.
Thank you
congratulations.
for having us.
Thank
Some
you.
big wins. And we want to welcome you back on in a few months when you got more stuff rolling and more stuff. Come on.
Yeah,
feel
we'll let
free
you
to
know when
come
we
back.
get the check.
Yeah.
Because we get 4 apiece. We split it 5 ways, so we
Yeah.
got 8.
You're going to have a lot of new family coming out of
Yeah,
nowhere.
right.
See that's the whole thing. Everybody like, oh, you got 20. No, we need 20 grand. We split it between 5 people.
Yeah.
But we are going to go on a hell of a nice vacation. I'm definitely telling you.
There you go.
We're
Yeah.
going away.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
See, there's films right there.
Yeah.
That's
Document everything.
On TikTok, on
Keep in your
YouTube.
everyday life.
It's gonna be great.
Want to see it all.
Yep.
Listen, she
Absolutely,
makes
again.
me smile so I can make everybody else smile.
Aw.
Believe me.
That is amazing. You two are amazing. Keep up the great work with the social media stuff and your business and the
Thank
jiu-jitsu
you.
and everything you guys do great.
Thank
Yep,
you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
guys
you
so
so
much.
much, guys.
Great. Definitely. Joe Scatz and Lauren Pinky Schiavo. Thank you very much for your
Thank
time.
you,
Have a great
guys.
one.
Happy
We're
holidays,
definitely be in touch.
everybody.
with you.
Thank you.
Happy
Yes. Happy
New Year.
holidays.
Thank you. Same to you. Bye-bye.
God bless.
God bless. Peace.
Absolutely incredible. Jewel, that's like what it's all about. My wife is in the house, Cassie, and Cassie, while you're watching, I just want to let you know, Joey Scatz, of course, and Lauren, South Philly people. Joe is a survivor of brain cancer, and when I made the post about the final chemo treatment, and he said congratulations, and of course he tells us what it's about and what's about to be in pain, and telling me to understand what you're going through. What you're going through is a marvel. And I just absolutely, I'm blown away. I'm blown away by the stories. Bridget in the house. Bridget's actually in the house. She was here to
Hey.
and just great. Thank you for tuning in, as always. And I want to go to her gym too. Like, you're going to see the Yo Show and Scatz and Pinky are going to be live from that gym all night. And you're going to watch my ass get up and down on a pole. Absolutely. Especially if it spins. Honey, my lap jump up and down on a
Some
pole.
assistance.
I know, right? It might be the best, worst thing you'll ever see. But the only thing, when I get excited, I just got to make sure I say people's names right and all. So Scatz and Pinky, if I blew it, let me know. So they're still shopping. They're watching from their phone while they're shopping. That's dedication right there.
That is dedication.
That
We
is
love
dedication.
you. Great job.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And thank you to Bridget, a great fan who watches regularly. Of course, thanks to my wife for being amazing and putting up with the nonsense that is Tuesdays and Wednesday nights and more nights to come. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a busy thing. But we thank you. We thank, again, Scatz and Pinky, Joe and Lauren Schiavo. I don't know the episode of Family Feud. If you go to their Facebook pages, they announce it a lot and they post it. And there's a lot of YouTube clips on it. Like you got to see, go to YouTube clip that says answers that freeze Steve Harvey or something like that. And then it's pretty much his entire family. It's hilarious.
Yeah, and it was aired November 16th and 17th, and it was on CW Philly. So yeah, go watch them. And I just want to see more of them.
I know they're when I did the ad, I think I called them like local Philly stars. And a buddy of mine's like, "Who are they?" And I'm like, "Oh, just watch. You'll find out. They're great. They're great, a great team, as they say."
Absolutely. And who doesn't want to see that? And I just like seeing authentic Philadelphia people because
Right?
I don't think we're depicted right
No,
in movies and TV. Like, I don't know, even Mayor Easttown. Like, I want to see some real Philly people.
I know that's real Philly. Like,
You see, it was so easy. I put pink over. There's a 0 there, and then 10 right there.
I'm sorry.
The answer's
I'm
10.
bad at math.
Oh, sorry. Well, that's kind of easy.
Sorry, I can't be more help.
called you right out on the show, bad at math. But yeah, I mean, like, and I watch his call out to the neighbors like early in the morning. Like he's like the town rooster. It's like, wake up!
And you need that. And then if it doesn't happen, you're like, what's going on? What's wrong?
Right.
What's wrong? Because I
Yeah,
swear,
think
my
I think
neighbor
sometimes
used to do the
yes.
same thing, like clap, and you would know. And you wake up like, ugh.
I think something happened to Scatz. I haven't heard him yelling in like 2 days.
But it's weird living in the suburbs now and everything's so quiet.
I know.
Like I'm still not used to it because I lived in the city my whole life, like it takes some getting used to. But
It's a different scene. It definitely
now I'm
is.
sure I would freak out if I heard some yelling or clapping or anything in the morning.
See that? It
We're
looks
good.
forward to it. It's a part of life now. Like you live that.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
like
Your
you can't
neighbors
get-
love you.
you can't get more South Philly than the first dates at Ralph's. Your favorite Italian restaurant is the Saloon. I mean,
Mhm.
the Saloon is like, that's an excellent place also. So it's like, I knew to ask the heart and soul of South Philly, and great answers. You got smudgy on your face. Mom, do the lick thing. Do the thumb lick.
No, I don't do that. All right, go ahead. She has a shout out.
I'm so happy because number one, it's almost Christmas. Not really, but hold up, let me get my advent calendar to show you.
You don't have an advent calendar.
An advent calendar?
I don't think so.
It's very
Buy
advanced.
one. Yes.
I've got a calendar, but I can't show it on TV.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
my
have
brown-
one.
My brown down.
You hide it in my safe. What count? Oh, okay.
Hold up.
Kitten calendar.
That's more of an
Transformers.
advent calendar, but okay.
Watch you.
What's up?
Because I'm really happy because
That's all we got. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, you got a lot to do before Christmas.
Oh boy, I gotta get a move on. Today's bread day. Tomorrow's December 1st.
Today's bread day? Damn it.
Today is bread day and National Cookie Day.
Well, I had no cookies today.
What's
No
your favorite
bread.
cookie?
I had bread. Chocolate chip is my favorite cookie. There is no other cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny when you talk about like
Yeah.
it's got all those days crossed
Red
off.
week is over. It is winter, 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 winter.
It's not winter yet.
Yes,
It's not winter until
I don't.
December 21st. See, winter begins.
Okay, well, I'm happy that I saw
Winter.
snow this morning. Okay, so
Oh, yeah, it did snow today.
There was a little bit of snow this morning. I could have done without that.
I'm happy.
Good.
Thank you.
I'm in my room like, oh wait, I want that toy, but this kind of color. Yes, I want that. And I'm watching like all the toy videos, and I'm just saying, yes, I want that, I want that, I want that. Oh wait, I want that and that color, that
All right,
specific color.
go write it down on your Christmas
Okay.
list.
Sounds like a tough year for Santa Claus. He's going to be busy, busy little bugger.
She's like, Mom, don't worry about anything. I'm going to want all this stuff, and Santa's going to get me everything. And I'm not even going to tell you what I'm going to tell Santa to get me.
Might be a problem.
Oh, SOS.
See a bright Christmas. I'll come down for Christmas. Cassie's going to be in Florida. I'll come over. Dressed as Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Santa, I don't want Funko Pops.
She's like, well, we don't have a chimney, so what happens then? Like,
He knocks on the front door.
it's magic. Don't let anyone in.
Get away from the door!
Stranger.
Oh. Stranger danger. Santa freaking Claus. On his way, coming. A few weeks. I took a lot out of me. That's a great last hour plus. We're running along there too. I hate making people leave sometimes. We're just having so much fun. But then you don't realize if they're thinking like, all right, what time are we getting out of here? Or if they're like, they don't want to leave. And I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like it comes to a natural close, though. You know, like,
Kinda.
when you're you're on that couple of last questions. I didn't want to ask them some Family Feud questions, but since they've been through this whole months-long process, it's kind of a lot. So I'm just happy they got to come on and have fun.
Yeah, they touched on it. They touched on the process of getting on. Which, man, how many episodes? I mean, how many
That
pre-screens
is,
did they have to play? Like, that's crazy.
intense.
Talk a little about Steve Harvey and his foul mouth, and
I'm glad he's a nice guy. I'm glad we know that.
I know he seems like it.
Yeah.
And I always want to really know, like, are they in the huddle discussing answers, or just like just blows, act like we're in the huddle, blah blah blah.
Well, you never know. Like, the host could be a total bad guy. I mean, people have gotten disappointed meeting big celebrities, and I would call him a big celebrity, and it's just like, oh, he was a total asshole. So I'm glad to know that Steve is a nice guy.
Exactly. Trust me, if you ever get out there and you meet your host of the O Show, we're even more pleasant in person than we are in this program.
Oh yeah, we're peaches. We're great.
Oh, we're peaches, all right.
I'm very socially awkward. So
You are a little socially awkward. It's your charm. I like it. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't talk to people unless I know them, which is why me interviewing people is the perfect job.
Right? Yeah. Especially over a stream. You stay down there in your little box, and
Yeah.
I'll talk from up here. Let's do some topics. And this topic, I never even knew this was going down, but apparently it was a big deal and got a lot of hype and a lot of people like shit on it as well. Jason Momoa, as we all know, Aquaman, was apparently up for the role in a remake of The Crow. And they leaked out some photos. I know you ladies might be disappointed to see a photo of Jason, but it's very blurry. That's him on the left in the actual. Right, it's him on the left in the actual screen. And on the right is kind of like like it's a paint job of somebody did with him in the makeup.
Oh,
And
I don't agree with this.
I was hearing good things about it, how well the screening went, and then the purists of the movie were like, "No way!" And that's like Brandon Lee's movie, and he owned that character. Like, everybody knows him, unfortunately, because of his untimely death. He's like forever the Crow.
Wait, and didn't he die in the movie? Like,
Yes.
for real?
And that's
Come
what
on,
everybody said,
man.
like, right. Everybody said
I can't.
that's his legacy. That movie is him. Like, I think of The Crow, that's who I think of. Like, I don't think of Jason Momoa or anybody, right? I think of him.
I don't
And
like
they had
this.
way back in the day, not way back in the day, but a few years back, they had a Crow TV series. And
Oh,
it came
God.
on when it came on like 3 in the morning, and the guy that was the Crow was such a bad actor, and like I didn't understand why.
That's terrible.
Right, that's a Brandon Lee movie forever.
I
Like
just-
to me,
And I just don't think Jason Momoa fit the bill, if anything. Like, I
No.
could see like a Jared Leto,
that's not big.
method actor. Like, I only think Jason Momoa, like, big, buff, I'm gonna kill you, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see it. But
Yeah, I wouldn't
he
see it.
died and everything. That's like redoing the Labyrinth with a different David Belly. Like, you just can't do it.
I agree. There's a lot of movies out there that I don't agree with on the redoing. And
Yeah.
when I read this, I'm like, it's kind of interesting. And then you start seeing the pictures, and I'm like, like the Crow's
Still not
mystique
into it.
was like the slender rock star guy, and
Right.
the project has been pulled. Apparently, it got enough shit from a lot of people that they bagged it, which is good.
That's one thing I don't get. Like, with superhero movies, just stick to the comic book. Like, if you're already going to go that way, why? I'm sorry. I think Wonder Woman is way too skinny to be Wonder Woman. Like, Wonder Woman was this big chick. I mean, she was like a buxom Amazon. She was taller than
Amazon, yeah.
Superman. So why are you going to get this like little tiny model to play? You know what I mean? And for Superman, like,
She's hot.
jacked him up. That's great and all, but there's a lot of hot chicks that are, I don't know, over 6 foot that could have played that.
I know you're disappointed in that, which but you're such a Wonder Woman purist, and people laugh at me and are like, Christian Bale's not a great Batman. I like live and breathe Batman, so to me, he was tougher, manlier. That I some people are like, I don't like the snarly voice. I kind of like that. Like Batman wasn't Adam West. Batman was more Christian Bale. He was a vigilante. He was a tough guy. The Bruce Wayne thing was an overblown playboy to really kind of offset people so they didn't think one was the other.
Well,
Me, I
Adam West
think-
was like kind of like super friends. I'm not opposed to different actors playing the same character either. Like, I love Heath Ledger. I love Jared Leto. I love Michael Keaton. I love Christian Bale. Like, pick someone else for Wonder Woman. Like, switch it up a little bit. Jesus Christ, look at the Hulk. Like, Edward Norton sucked. And then they switched it. Like, you got to
Ruffalo's a
keep
great
going
Hulk.
until you get it. Yes,
Yeah.
he is. He is.
Edward Norton was but that's the thing though, the box office ratings are there for Wonder Woman, so everybody thinks it's a great pick.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if it works, it works. And I'm sure after this, like, Wonder Woman is a thing now, so they're going to make her different people. But who did I just think of? Oh, I don't watch it, and it's weird because it's my man, but The Witcher with Henry Cavill, Superman.
Oh yeah.
They're switching him with Matt Bomer. Like, they're switching the dude, and that's like the main dude, so it's like a big deal. So yeah, I'm not opposed to different actors until you get it right, but I don't know. I guess they just got it right. I don't like this Crow business though.
No, me neither. Like I said, the project has been bad because it got so much hate mail from fans. Like I said, like that's Brandon Lee's movie ended. That's his legacy, and I like that.
Yeah.
That worked for me. Here's some interesting I saw. This list was online today. We'll play along because I know we like to play along with things. Top 10 Christmas movies of all time. I'm looking at this list.
You didn't prepare me for this.
I know I didn't really prepare. I found it like a half hour before we came on the air. I'm like, let me slap this up there. We don't have to do top 10.
What am I doing now?
What I just want, let's go. We're just going to do some quick yes or no's. If
Okay.
these movies actually hit your list at all. We'll start with Bad Santa, and I go no.
I don't like it. I'm just
No, me neither. It tries too hard to be like raunchy and like just bad.
And
I
I
don't
don't like him. I don't like Billy
No, I
Bob.
don't really like him either.
No.
Home Alone 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Home Alone 2 that makes my list.
I just favorited it because I have a list every year that I have to go through, and Home Alone is definitely getting closer to Christmas. I have to watch 1 and 2.
Okay, so 2 makes it. Miracle on 34th Street.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I saw it once, and I can do. I know I'm older and all. I can do without it. I gotta be honest.
Okay.
Christmas Story needs to be wait. You know, Steph. I tell you what. If I wasn't married, because I just love you and your answers.
Yeah, I love your answers too.
Yeah, you're definitely Yoshio material. Fantastic. But Miracle on 34th Street, like, I could live without it.
Mm-hmm.
Next, A Christmas Story. Absolutely, positively, yes. Staple. Usually catch it a couple times every year. Even if I do it in segments, I still manage to piece it together. I love it. For me, that would be higher on my list. I love it. Yes or no?
Yeah. It's my dad's favorite. And yeah, we quote it all year long, but we watch it all day long on Christmas. Like, we always have to have it on opening presents and everything. So
I'm the only person in
Yeah,
my
it's
family
great.
that likes it.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, nobody in my
What's not
family-
to like?
Everyone's like, we're not watching that shit. And I'm like, what even shit? It's a,
Oh,
it's a
God.
Christmas Story. It's Ralphie.
Man.
Dad's going to kill Ralphie.
What is this shit? Home Alone 3
Home Alone
is 6?
3. And that
No.
doesn't make my list. That's a no.
No. Nope. Goodbay.
No way.
Where's the original? Oh, it's number 2.
Home
No.
Alone 2 is at 9. Fred Claus is at 3. Oh, we'll get there. We'll get there. Next up is Elf. And yeah, absolutely. Elf is terrific.
We already watched it. I love
Did
it.
you?
I have elf cookies in the fridge to make. We haven't made them yet. And then me and Joey watched it the other night, and she like cried through a lot of it. And I was like, I felt so bad. But she she loves it, you know. But I guess it just brought up some feels.
Yeah. Like, I don't care how many times I see the movie. Every time he does that, Santa! I know him! Like, I roll on the floor laughing. Like,
My favorite is the soda scene where he chugs the whole thing. He's like, did you hear that?
That's great. 12 a.m. See, yeah, Christmas Story, 12 a.m.
Nice.
Christmas Eve, some
Yes.
wine drinking. I'm like an eggnog and some Christmas beer drinking. I'm
I'm
like the Iraq
blitzed. I'm blitzed by midnight. Just so you know. I'm
We should
wrapping
do
presents.
we should do a Yo Show Christmas Eve gift wrapping program.
Oh boy, that's enough.
Number 4 is, and I mean my wife's staple, Christmas Vacation.
That's my number 1.
Hell yeah. It's probably my number
Absolutely.
1 too.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Just lines you quote. And you do it all season. Oh, off season. Like, you quote Christmas
Yeah.
Vacation. Like, she's got it on DVR from a couple years ago, and she DVR'd like a clean version.
Oh,
Not this right. You got to get the. She was saying, like, this blows. It doesn't have any of the good lines in it.
oh man, no, that's definitely number 1. Always.
Fred Claus, I got honestly, I'd never even seen it.
What the hell? No, I don't think. I thought I saw like a minute of it, but come on, man. Where's Scrooged? Scrooge is number
is a
2.
phenomenal movie.
Always number 2. Christmas Vacation,
Phenomenal.
Scrooged.
I can't keep the little antlers on his head. To try staples.
Oh man.
Great movie. That's a great call, Joel. That is definitely on my list. Scrooge is definitely on my list. Number 2 is Home Alone. Terrific movie. I don't celebrate it as a Christmas movie, which people find weird.
Oh, why not?
I don't know. To me, it's just like a movie. Like, it's great. I love Home Alone, the first one. The second one hung on. Third one was terrible. But it's not a Christmas movie for me.
There's just so many good people in it too, you know.
Oh,
Joe Pesci and Catherine O'Hara and the dad is
Daniel Stern
just-
and yeah,
Yeah.
It's a great ensemble. It's a great movie. It's just hilarious. And number 1, It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a bullshit list. First of all.
This is a bullshit list. I mean, what was that?
Every time an angel sings
Every time a bell rings, an angel
about
gets shut the hell up, you pretty little thing.
I mean, I get it, but Scrooge is, you know, a Christmas Carol. Where is that shit?
Yeah, right? Like, there's good movies that did
I
not
love
make
that Christmas Carol.
Jesus.
Good Lord.
Terrible fucking list.
I was thinking because we've had since Thanksgiving, my family has been playing Christmas songs, and my niece, Duck, the intern, she is all about her playlists. So she has a certain Christmas playlist, and I'm thinking like something's missing. So we definitely have to do like Christmas song playlist because I have some top ones on there.
I like that. I have always been a big fan. I play it every year. That Harry Connick Christmas CD. I love it. It's great.
Joey danced to that Frosty in a recital, and it was the cutest thing you'll ever see.
I'm sure. I love it. She's our little entertainer.
I should send that to you because it is his version, and she's just a little meatball.
Happy ho 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 to you in the morning. Happy ho ho ho. You got my shoulders rocking.
Been listening to the Sia Christmas album, which is great. She has some new bangers on there.
Banger. She's got some bangers on there.
She does. She talks about drinking and puppies and having a good time.
They're
Christmas.
Eargasms. Is that what it was?
Yes. Eargasms, ear grenades.
Ear grenades.
Bangers, bops, and schnoozles.
Let's talk about real Christmas and songs like getting bombed and getting some kick-ass presents. We I said Cassie's going to Florida for Christmas. So beforehand, her and I are going to dinner at the absolutely amazing Rocco's at the Brick in Newtown, which is a tremendous restaurant. We're probably going to do a little exchange there, have a nice dinner, celebrate her chemo ending, and see her before Christmas. And so it's an actual like a real date night. People still do that. I know, right? Imagine that. Personally, Kidnap the Sandy Claus is my favorite Christmas
By
tune.
Korn. Korn does an excellent version of that.
Yes.
Santa Claus, they will never say. It's great.
Well, thank you. Very Jonathan Davis of you. Very good. Very good. Oh, Jesus.
That's cool. I've never been on a real date, so I have no frame of reference.
Never been on a real date.
No,
Fellas,
I haven't.
Do not start with your emails, fellas.
Hey.
There's always those guys like, I can be this guy, and I can be, no, you can't be nothing.
It's just, I guess, I don't know. Maybe I give off the wrong vibe because I'm like, yeah, beers, pub, food, all the time. But I like Italian restaurants, okay? I like dressing up in dresses and having a nice time. I never get to do it.
Aw.
Poor me.
I love that. I said, like, our first date was Iron Abbey, but she can also dress it up and rock it. So I'm very excited for this.
Right. Yeah. I just think I got too comfortable being comfortable.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's the advantage of being married. You can always be comfortable.
I knew it when my one sister who lives kind of far away now, she came over and she's like, hey, I need some cute clothes. Like, let me raid your closet. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. She's like, what is this? She's like, where are your shoes? I'm like, well, I have 5 pairs of shoes. I have
5 pairs of shoes. That's it.
I have Uggs. I have my sneakers, my workout sneakers, my flip flops, and my Timberlands.
Wow.
She's like, what are you doing? I don't know. I have no life.
Oh my God. 5 pairs of shoes.
Yeah, it was sad.
Cassie's got multiple heels and flats and sneakers and Doc Martens and boots and wow.
I feel like when I buy shoes for an outfit, like they get ruined that night for some reason. But
I see that.
That's what's in my closet. 5 pairs of shoes.
Let's tie break it. Stephanie, if you're still watching, how many pairs of shoes do you have?
More than me, I'm assuming.
But Cassie's got a lot. Matter of fact, the closet really can't even hold them. Like they're like overflowing, which is great, for different outfits, and I get it. Me, I have I like shoes. I've got the conventional black pair, brown pair, kind of a middle pair. I have no idea. You got a lot. I'm not gonna lie. You could not possibly count. But it's great that in the picture of this night in this outfit you see she wore, I believe, her Doc Martens. Am I correct? I got them for Christmas for early. I'm so proud of myself.
Oh,
Actually,
I
found
haven't
these.
gotten a Christmas present in like 18 years.
Man, speaking of which, we do have a Christmas present for you this year. I do. The Yo Show.
Okay.
Got one.
Oh,
And
okay. Hey, I never got my Funko Pop. That's all I care about.
I know, right? We got a Funko Pop, and she wore a van. She's got a lot of. She's a big fan of Vans,
Vans are cool.
sneakers. Way too many, but I wear like 3 pairs. Well, that's kind of how my wife is. She's got 1,000. Wears about 3.
Yeah, I mean, Joey has a million pairs. Oh my god, I buy that girl sneak shoes like every other day. Feet grow.
So I'm not a good gift wrapper or anything, but we will be presenting you later this season with the Spin Master DC comic Wonder Woman.
Oh,
action
stop
figure.
it.
Yes, absolutely. Are you kidding? I'm telling you, when I go in the store and find Wonder Woman stuff, I grab it for you.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
I was just looking at my shelves thinking it's so bare, and here you come in with this. That's amazing.
Look how boss that is. The Spin
God,
Masters,
that's
they got
freaking
I've
awesome.
got they're pretty cool. Isn't that cool?
Wait,
Wonder Woman's
can you
new.
zoom that in? My eyes are
Sure.
bad. I'm sorry. What's the what's that say right there?
So it's got like a mystery gem in it of some sort.
Get out.
Yeah. DC Comics. Spin Master is the creator.
That's so cool.
Isn't that awesome?
Thank you.
Sure, absolutely. Flip flops. Okay, it's another thing Cassie's huge on.
Yeah.
There's one in every single color of the rainbow. Yep, your Funko Pop is here. I keep telling you.
I know.
Every time I get down to South Philly, it's like 2 in the afternoon. We're gonna link up. We're definitely. I'm talking about.
Yes.
I'm still definitely on. And I know people are worried about like a COVID rekick, but I kind of definitely want to do this Delaware thing to go see Rachel Bellow at that Xmas rock party thing.
Hey, I'm down. Let's do
I'm down.
something.
Yes, do something. I
I
mean,
haven't done anything.
kind of want to see Rachel Green at the Ardmore too. I mean, I'm up for anything.
Oh, I know.
I know.
It's this weekend.
Yeah, I know. And apparently, surprise, surprise, and no disrespect, apparently Jewel Taney and I are part of this year's Indie Pod broadcast again, the great convention that we were part of last year. And we didn't fill out all the paperwork, but we did get a time slot Saturday night at 7 o'clock. So
All
thank
right.
you to our Indie Pod friends. I got to explain to my wife while I'll be busy Saturday around 7 o'clock at night. And Joel may not make it, so I'll be Indie Podding by myself.
I'll try. Wherever I am, there I am.
There I am. It's a cool project though. It's a convention of tons of independent podcasters over like a 3-day weekend. There's speakers who kind of teach you the ins and outs of podcasting, how to monetize. There's quiz shows. There's little snippets of programs like ours. Like last year, me and Jewel did like a 20-minute piece, kind of introduce ourselves and talked up a little bit, tell everybody what we do. And there's a lot of people, Jewel, who come out to me, and as you know, we do the Wednesday night program, Yo 2.0, where we have lately it's been a lot of Angela, and I appreciate Angela's work, but it's also people who they come to me and say, I always wanted to do that, and I want to try it. So we throw them in Jewel's seat, and they get to realize that it's not as easy as it looks,
Mhm.
not as easy as we make it seem. But it's fun though, and I'm telling you, if anybody out there is aspiring, some sites cost a little bit of money. Like we use StreamYard, and I think it costs a few dollars a month, whatever. But do it, try it. We have a blast. It's become part of our lives. And when you see the people that we meet, the artists, and you see your friends chiming in and commenting, and the fans you start to get, like people become like actual fans of yours, and the talent you meet. Don't get me wrong. And me and Joel have said this. At times it's work, but it's some pretty damn fun work at times.
And it's fulfilling. And we also do a lot of charity work, which is amazing. So yeah, if you love what you do, then it's not work. And we do love being here every week for you.
We do.
And I'm becoming a spy.
Gosh, I showed this kid Harriet the Spy, and now she's
That's where I got it from.
sneaking up on me and
I'm
with
sure.
binoculars and spying.
I asked Santa for a kawaii spy kit for Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
It's cute and mysterious.
Okay, we gotta mail that Santa letter out because time's a ticking.
I know.
Right.
And I also want to mail him something else.
He's a busy
You
man.
think the mailbox is out? The Santa mailbox.
Don't forget to make cookies too.
This weekend we're going
Yay.
from Christmas parade.
We even see
My Sky Kit stuff.
you do your own podcast, webcast, broadcast. You even have your kids come on as like show mascots. It's a wonderful thing. They could be spokespeople and the whole nine yards. And even through it, like, Jewel met one of her all-time favorites, like Jamie Kennedy. Like, we turned it into his girlfriend, Alyssa, was on the program, and she helped get him on the program for Jewel's birthday. And then we met him in person, and, like, she came out and said, yo, you guys are the Yo Show. And we're like, huh? She's like, yeah, Jamie, this is the show. He's like, these are the guys. And we're like, holy shit. Like people who make the big time know us as the show. So you just never know where it leads you. And that's stuff like that's amazing. Like Misha Johnson from the former CBS News local weather woman who I always loved. I just think she's amazing and beautiful and all that. And Jewel surprised me with her for my birthday. And every once in a while she'll send me a Facebook message or vice versa. And like Nancy Vallon, an actress I love, Jennifer Taylor, like these people, Steve Howie, like the people you talk to, it blows you away. So definitely give it a try. Don't be afraid to reach out to even the most famous of famous people, because you just never know. And one of these days, Bruce Springsteen is going to answer my goddamn email. I know it.
Oh my God. You have a better chance running into him at Jersey Boardwalk.
Yeah, well,
I know. It's so cool though. And Hal Sparks, I met him, and just like people we meet, and even just like tonight, like I just like meeting authentic, genuine people who care about other people. And it is inspiring. It makes me want to be a better person and do more and be there, and just showing up here and talking to people every week helps. It's like, I don't know, it's my therapy.
Yeah, it is definitely like our therapy. And I will say it, admit it, try not to get all scats about it and cry. But I, like, when Jewel's out for a week, I miss Jewel. Like, this is like our thing. It's like, and we talk a lot, like we text a lot and share ideas and, hey, what's going on and who we get. And we try to get people, and it's the excitement of just getting a yes or a maybe and learning new music and new people. Like I said, there was like a couple weeks where Jewel was sick and all, and it was out. I'm like, I really miss Jewel. And I appreciate everybody that takes her place and whatever, but, there's a special spot. You meet people like Bear Reigns, and,
Arl.
we got it for you, brother. We definitely do. And like I say, we helped me bring more people to my beer, and people like to talk about the Funko Pops, and it's a great experience. So if you're out there, you're thinking about it, give it a whirl. It's the worst that can happen. The worst that can happen is people don't watch. That's okay. I'll watch.
We've
you
had
start
that.
a show, whoever you are, right? I'll watch whoever you are out there. If you start a show off our recommendation, I will watch you.
And if anything, it's documented, like, I don't know. My daughter can look back on this in 20 years and be like, oh my God, my mom's crazy.
Or watch yourself just, oh my God, look at me as a little kid.
Yeah. What was I
Ooh,
thinking? Yeah.
That's why, but seriously, on that topic, like, I don't get the people who get all socially or politically or social justice and all that involved on the air, because, like, again, like 30 years from now, like, your kids will be like, yo, like, really? Like, you're out there with all this anger. Like I said, a lot of people use this for pure anger. I don't get it. To me, it's like all for fun. But some people use it like as a...
Yeah, you said justice. No, justice is a good thing. But like, yeah, anger and whatever. Keeping up with the times is important, but sometimes, you talk about things, it's like, I don't know. We have hot topics, but that's not the whole thing. The whole thing is about the people and the community and the city that we're from and just the area, because it is brotherly love, and we try to spread the love. So hopefully that comes through and stays real, because I always pride ourselves on being real here, without getting too, into it politically or getting into big fights.
Exactly. Yeah, I got to tell you, I think, and all the time we did, I think we had maybe one disagreement. It was about a year ago when a lot was going on. I told Jewel, nah, that's not the kind of night for a show. And you're like, no, it's actually the exact time for the show. We should stay on and just show people that we're. And I bailed on that night. And I kind of feel stupid for it because, I'm going to admit it. She was right that night. Like we're all about just coming on and entertaining, even in the height of COVID, where we had thousands of people watching us and people started to rely on us as our weekly program because there was no new TV shows. There was no
Nothing.
concerts to go to sports. There was nothing.
Yeah.
And thousands of people started watching us. Like, you know what? Like watching your show is something new. It's fun. It's informative. We laugh.
Interactive.
Right, definitely interactive. Right, Earl? No. Well, yeah. I mean, if everybody loved smoke pot, we'd all love each other. But
I mean, if you go back from the first time we tried to come on air, like it's just me looking at the screen, like it's so stupid. And you're in my ear, and I can hear you, and people can hear you but not see you. Like to go from that to this, where we're like full circle and incorporating everyone, and we literally had everyone on, like coming on to 200 episodes now. Like it's crazy how far it's come since COVID and lockdown and everything. So it's been a blessing in disguise. And we kind of figured out what we wanted with the show too, like meeting different people and people who tried to screw us on deals, you know what I mean? Like just trying to get to where we both were okay with what was going on.
And there was a rare moment or two where I had a guest prepare to come on. Jules said, "Nah, I don't know if that's our kind of guest." And you're right, like because things that are like
I don't remember.
I
said no to someone. I don't think
there's one or two of them, and I'll mention it to you later on and text you. You'll be like, "Oh yeah," because there's just some topics that we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to bury our face in. We don't mind talking about it. We don't mind anybody having their.
Because I knew it was going to be all about that, and if you have someone in that energy, and it's just going to bring that, like. I like to have people on like tonight with these guys. Like they have so many avenues and things they could talk about, and they're just our kind of people. If you're just focused on one thing and you just have to say this because it's what it is right now. Like, come on, be open-minded when you are a guest or you're asked to be a guest on something somewhere, or just talking in general on social media. Like if you don't have an open mind, then it's just going to be a one-way conversation, which I thought. That's what that guest was going to bring in. As you look down the line and just follow the social media outputs, you're like, yeah, that definitely would have went down a one-way street. Yeah. And the street is not like, well, my opinion is going to be, look, this is how it has to be. And you people should start seeing it this way. Like, that's not what we're all about. And it was funny when... And it was just too heated because we have so many... people who watch and comment and stuff, and we like to get them involved. And if we couldn't do that, then it wouldn't be real to us. So
right, the comments, and I always advertise on the show, like be part of it. Comment, we love them. I know sometimes we don't get them all on, but we love the comments.
If you nasty in there, then we can.
Yeah, don't be getting no nasty. I mean, like the one guy that made a comment about Brianna Dale about sticking something somewhere. You had to block it. You had to block you there. Yeah, we definitely want to be friends with them. They're super cool. Like that's our kind of. And I definitely want to slide down one of those spinning poles. I'm locked in.
I'm so curious about this silicone pole. So I keep thinking about like what kind of mechanics go
Testicle safe for winter.
I watch, I don't like her songs, but I like her attitude and what she does. But I watch Pink a lot and her documentaries and just how she does the shit on the aerial and the silks.
Yeah.
Like it's insane to me.
There's so many documentaries and docuseries coming out. HBO or Showtime has one coming out about Charlie Chaplin. I'm very thrilled. I'm very thrilled about that. I heard he was kind of a jerk.
He's a jerk, like married his cousin. I had to study him for one of my art classes, but
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like it was always funny, this cute little, woo 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 woo, and here's like this major, kind of like the Three Stooges. Like everybody said, like Mo was like a real jerk, and yeah, my man.
Well, that's what you would think about like a Steve Harvey. Like you would think he has that attitude or that air about him, but he doesn't. He's a pretty cool guy, so we hear.
I like that. He seems to really enjoy that job too, which is awesome. And you know, I was a little jealous because I always wanted to be on a game show.
Yeah.
And you know, they just went and did it. That's so cool.
I wanted, I mean, we couldn't make it happen tonight, but I want like a Yo Show game show.
We can do
sometime.
that. We can do one of the guys from IndiePod. I think it's Jeff Ravilla, if I'm not mistaken. He does game show stuff. And that's cool. So you can always try some of that. A couple of shout outs. I want to shout out a couple happy birthdays to some pretty cool people. Happy birthday to another fellow podcaster and show, and a woman who's always very cool, Jillian Harris, who's the host and creator of Just a Touch of J. So happy birthday to you. I won't disclose your age, but it's a little good for your age. So God bless you. Anyway, happy birthday to you. And a happy birthday to a super cool dude, a buddy of mine, Josh McGrory. Josh, happy birthday. Josh is one of them old school, like rock and roll kind of people. He's a owner of a Chick-fil-A, which is very impressive. I love that. And he's just a cool dude. And I want to shout out a couple of happy birthdays to those people. Why not? You could be a contestant on a game show. It wouldn't be fair, though, because you're too good at the answers. Like,
oh, stop. You would kill us.
Right. And we're trying to bring to life this bar tab trivia thing. That was a big hit.
Oh, yeah.
It was a huge hit.
For Thanksgiving, we did state capitals and then we did country capitals, and I won.
Yes, you did.
I did.
Yeah, you did. We did that on the what do you call it? On the marathon.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
come in that girl from New York.
that
Came on.
shit.
You kicked that kick, chick. It was like 7-2. She's like, I'm
Yeah.
done. I don't like
Beat
this.
me on trivia.
That's right. That girl like
Come
that.
on.
She started telling me like she had like a stalker that was stalking her through her podcast and like vanished.
It's tough.
If Jewel had a nickel. Let's see. Well, 9:53 already. Jesus,
I
flies by.
know. It did fly.
So real quick, Cyber Monday came and went. Any good deals? Find anything cool? I had to work. I didn't really find anything.
I felt it was kind of crap because I felt it was the same deals just recycled as Cyber Monday deals. I'm like, this was the deal yesterday. What are you doing?
TV for 8,000. Yeah, I just seen it for 8,000.
Yeah.
Cyber Monday. I really didn't find anything.
I'm always a last minute type of person.
So am I. I do better under pressure.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There's not a lot of buying going on. We don't do a lot of buying anymore. We buy for each other, and see, of course, my nephew, I guess, and we'll see.
This year, because last year I went berserk. I bought everyone and their mother a present, and I just can't do that this year. So I think we're doing Pollyanna and maybe one of those white elephants for the old folks like myself.
Old folks. Spider-Man No Way Home tickets are available for sale and selling out left and right. I actually got my ticket. I can't disclose what show I'm going to for a very important reason, but I do have my ticket for the brand new Spider-Man movie. I am psyched, Jewel. Several villains, potentially all 3 Spider-Man. We still don't know yet. We haven't seen the final trailer.
Whoa.
There's rumors of Garfield and Tobey Maguire, and I always forget the new kid's name. Like all playing a role in this movie. We don't know yet, but we know there's going to be several villains. Green Goblin and the Lizard and Electro and Doc Ock and so Sandman. So it's going to be a big hit. You excited?
Crap. I have so much catching up to do, especially on the Marvel movies. I want you to come over one time because I have a Spider-Man. He's big too. He's like this big. He's hanging in my hallway from some web. I'm going to leave him up there. Have a little Santa hat on. But I enjoy the Spider-Man. I didn't see the Garfield movies though, but I'll watch it.
Good things are better when Santa and Mrs. Claus and Winnie the Pooh are panhandling outside a bar. I don't know if that's bad. It could be a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Spider-Man. There's also now Dexter. We've been watching Dexter.
Yes.
We enjoy it. There's a Ray Donovan movie coming out, which I think is supposed to cap off the Ray Donovan series. I'm a little excited for that.
Yeah, I am too. I think that deserves a nice closeout of an ending. I think I'm on the second to last season, but I try to catch up with Ray Donovan because I love him. Leaf Schreiber. He's
He's terrific. He really is. I fell off of that a little bit. Dexter is I'm enjoying Dexter a lot.
Yes, I
I
love Dexter.
fell off Ray Donovan a little bit because it got to be the same thing over and over again. An
Yeah.
FBI agent pinches a member of the family, makes him sell somebody down the river. It got to be kind of old. But a movie would have a great ending. Dexter's been phenomenal. I've enjoyed every minute of the new Dexter.
Yeah, the new guy, the new young buck is pretty cool. I like him.
Yeah, he's good. Dexter's son. And now they're talking about Trinity Killer, and that's coming up again.
It's so funny because Duck slept over sometime this weekend, and she's only on season 3. So we went back, and she's like, "This shit is so corny." Like Deb's like, "Oh yeah, hold the elevator, asswipe." Like her comebacks are so corny. I'm like, you just have to stick it through and watch. And then the new season is great. So just stay with it.
Exactly. Definitely stay with it. They're actually heart eyes. You can't really see it, but she's giving me heart eyes.
Love him.
He's sexy.
Yeah.
I think. He's got that voice though. His voice is super cool.
You know what? He was in a movie, I think it was called Disturbing Behavior. It was in the 90s with Katie Holmes. And he used to, because it came out when I was a kid, but he creeped me out before because he's like, "Yeah, you're so cute" to this young Katie Holmes. I'm like, ugh, he's creepy. And then you see him Ray Donovan, you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, he was what other movie was he? He was in the Scream movies, right?
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh,
wasn't he the first killer in Scream?
I don't think so. That was Scooby Doo dude. And the guy who's look like Johnny Depp.
I can go back to, was it Scream or was it? I forget. I think it was Scream.
Disturbing Behavior was one 90s horror kind of movie. Maybe it was Phantoms. I'm not too sure. I need to check that.
And he also does the voice for a lot of those HBO like sports documentaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't even know it's him, and then once you find out it's him and you start listening, you're like, yeah, it is.
That's Ray Donovan.
Yeah, it's Ray Donovan.
Scream 2. There you go.
Scream 2. Cotton Weir. You. Too good for us here.
We need you. Every week.
I'm attracted to trivia buffs.
Yes.
Sorry.
And Googlers.
My wife's upstairs watching me like a dick. What else? We have like a ton of topics, and I feel like I had none. Oh, because a couple of them I didn't really want to touch on. I don't want to touch on the Omicron variant. That's depressing. I don't really want to talk about Twitter or Jack Dorsey. I'm not really a fan of his. He can step down and whatever. He's kind of a jerk. I really could care less. I don't even tweet. I don't tweet. Do you tweet? I don't
tweet. The only tweets I look at are celebrity and comedics tweets. Comedic.
I don't know. But tweeters. They're mean people. There are a lot of mean people. Think Facebook is bad. Tweeting, man. Twitter is all angry.
I feel like you have to click on something to see the feed. Like Facebook is just in your face. So
yeah,
I don't like any of it. I'm trying to post on Snapchat more. I'm trying to make reels on Instagram. I'm not good at any of this shit.
I know.
Apparently people watch my story. So should I make more of those? I don't know.
It's funny because people are like, "Oh, you got that show, and you're so savvy on the computer." I'm like, not really. I figured this out. And this took me a while. I remember in the beginning, I didn't do all these slides and banners and.
No. And I'm not posting myself. It's just all my kids.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's all good stuff.
I try. I need help. Stephanie, help us.
Stephanie, save us. Anything else? I guess that's about it. That's about it for topics. Like I said, there's nothing really. Congrats. I see you again on your last chemo. I hear her upstairs chatting up a storm.
I did have a bunch of extra pumpkin pies that I had to give to charity because I couldn't give you one. I will make you guys 2 Christmas pies, and
I help. Thank you.
You do help.
Yeah, you're pretty damn smashing. Hey, one of these nights we're we're going to give you the link, and you're going to jump on,
Oh yeah.
and we're going to test your trivia knowledge. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
We'll
Oh
come up with questions.
yes.
Our girl Lydia Manson's doing a rock autism. Oh, I would check that out. She's cool. She's got her own podcast on too. I like Lydia a lot. She was
Yeah.
so good on the show, man. She was really like,
Yeah, we'll promote it.
she was a
Let's
fun
go.
time.
Hmm.
We come back next Tuesday, and remember Christmas is coming up. So Jewel mentioned how somehow we survived all the copyrights last year. So see if we can do it this year, or if any of our artists out there. Maybe we'll put this ad up on Facebook, Joel, you and I. If any of our artists out there want to try to come up with a Christmas original, maybe?
Sure.
Yeah. Putting people to work. That's a great idea to get them on your show. Here, do me a favor. Create something, and I'll put it on my show.
Create a Christmas song about us.
The A show. We got that. You missed that episode with Saul Paul when he did Yo 2.0.
I know.
We put words in, and he got every word in the song. Very impressive.
That's how you know.
Now you know. Tomorrow night, we do return with Yo 2.0. Angela Marie will be with me, and we welcome a super guest. She is a horror actress as well. She was also in that House That Eats Flesh, which is very cool. I can't find her picture anywhere. I'm great at this promo stuff. Oh, anyway, there she is. Rachel Hoffman will be our very tomorrow night on Yo 2.0. Very excited for that. She's got a lot of great stuff. Director, producer. She does paranormal investigating, which I gotta talk about that. I gotta hear what that's all about. And she's very cool. She's very excited to come on the program. So I can't wait. I have it. Now I'm worried about your original song because I can only imagine. Bear. My cousin. Who's your cousin? Is Rachel Hopkins your cousin?
Oh,
What? What? Hit me with this.
I know.
We have our usual list of thumbs up, hearts, and emoji stuff. So Lauren DeFeo, of course, thank you for the thumbs up. Jeff Revilla, I was just talking about him and his awesome game show podcast stuff. So very exciting for that. Kirk Anastasia, thanks for tuning in. Gina, Marcella, if that's not South Philly, and this Joey Scatz' people, I don't know who it is. Eden James, another thumbs up. Eden James, great rock star. Yeah. Joe Scatz, of course, gave us the thumbs up. My girl Squishy, Squishy, thank you for tuning in again. Love you. Hearts for my man Philly Frank. Thank you, Philly Frank, and thank you for bringing together us with Joe and Lauren having on
Yes,
the
thank
program,
you.
and Mary Mateo with a surprise face. Thank you. Hi, Cassie. Oh, hi, Cassie, indeed. Lauren is your cousin? Lauren?
Oh,
Really? Jesus.
did you catch us earlier?
All right.
She was on. She was here.
She was excellent too. Terrific. So that's why I did not know that. That's wild stuff. But again,
Cool.
great stuff. Typing in the dark. I don't want to know why.
Bear, go to
Yeah,
bed.
but yeah, that's great stuff, man. She was
Cool.
awesome, by the way. Your
Watch
cousin
the
was-
replay on YouTube.
Yes, watch the replay on YouTube and Facebook and all those great places because we had a blast. It was absolutely terrific. Run the link. It's already 5 after 10. I'm sure Jules Blatter's knocking on doors saying,
I am hurting so bad. I have to wrap it up.
Jules Blatter always kicks in right around 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me load up the music here. St. Ricketts, of course, at www.stricketts.com. That is our takeout music, but fire cannot burn. Brand new music coming soon. Can't wait. And you know, when brand new music comes out, you're going to hear it here on the Yo Show. And the boys have agreed to definitely step back in no matter where we are. If we're live in the studio or if we're here, wherever. St. Ricketts has agreed to come talk to us when the brand new music comes out.
Our first guest.
Yeah, our first actual guest in studio. So a huge thanks to Joe Scatz and Lauren Pinky Schiavo for coming on. Again, congratulations on your big success with Family Feud and your future and all the great stuff. We're going to have them back on the program. Jewel, I will miss you the next few days. We will talk, of course, and we will create and get ready for next Wednesday night. which I forgot to do the promo next Wednesday night. Make sure you're here. We do have an awesome, awesome guest scheduled for December 7th. Jules lined it up. Our amazing PR woman, Beatrice Kimmel, brings us singer DK Lyons. That is next weekend, and he looks super cool. I'm very excited for that. That's coming up next Tuesday. Awesome singer DK Lyons. That's it for tonight. Thank you, everybody that tuned in, and we Phillied it up tonight. Yo, Philly.
Yo, yo.
Yo, yo. We take you out with the music of St. Ricketts, What Fire Cannot Burn. For Jewel, I am Jeff. Have a great evening, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Whoops. I'm Batman.
Was it truly bliss if the taste of it poisoned deeper than you know? Kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to reach new heights of low? So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away. But if the reason beyond disarray, it's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot burn. Wanted to embrace what it takes for it, pouring salt into the world, willing to erase what I'd lose for it, to accept what I assume. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. It's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot, searching for something, destined for nothing, losing composure over and over. Early bliss, if the taste of it poison deeper than you know. Kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to reach new heights of low? So